So what is going on with the Vav? Why are there translations of the Hebrew letter Vav that go from Vav to Wow, that is W-A-W instead of V-A-V? So I've taken Hebrew from three teachers actually so far. Two of them, my father and then Dr. Osland, they use what is considered to be modern pronunciation. I'm gonna go with this, and then I will shift this over to you. My other Hebrew teacher, Dr. Garrett, held to what he would consider to be like classical Hebrew pronunciation. That's what he called it. And when he was describing this in my very first Hebrew class, he said, I hold to classical pronunciation. And this is the way he described it. Rob might disagree with this. However, he said this is like Old English. So like Tyndale English or Shakespearean English, perhaps, compared to English today. It is believed by many scholars that the Vav used to be pronounced with a W sound, so it would be wow instead of Vav, whereas it shifted in modern pronunciation now says Vav with a V instead of a W. This you're going to find it both ways. It's written both ways. So just like, if you're reading some Old English, you're going to see things spelled differently. Maybe pronunciation is going to be a little bit different. It's the same in the Hebrew, according to this view. Now, my second Hebrew teacher at Southern, Dr. Osland, he brings up a good point. Somebody asked him in one of our Hebrew classes, why is it that you use modern pronunciation, whereas others like Dr. Garrett use a traditionalist or a more ancient pronunciation? And Dr. Osland, I think his answer was superb. He said, I think that it's hard to learn Hebrew, and any tools that you can, any help that you can get is going to be helpful. So if you can look at the modern Jewish reading of the scriptures in Hebrew, and you can listen to it, they're going to pronounce it in modern Hebrew pronunciation. They're not going to use the more classical pronunciation. And so you should get used to that. And that's what, those are the tools that you're going to want to use. And I think that he's right. And I grew up with my father using a more traditional pronunciation. Rob uses a more, a more modern pronunciation with a Vav. That's my understanding of it, and that's how I see it. Rob?
I don't use the category of like classical Hebrew. To me is also an invention. There's no classical Hebrew. And any language that sticks around for a while and is spread over geography has different pronunciations. We can see that, there's dialectical variants. There's, and how letters are sounded or pronounced, it varies also. We have one example. Is it in the Book of Judges? Where is the Shibboleth? I think that's in Judges, where you've got Israelite tribes. Basically, I'm going to totally paraphrase this, but basically, you have one group of Israelites questioning another group of Israelites, and they say this word, Shibboleth, and they say Sibboleth. They can't say the word.
Right.
They can't match the pronunciation. So
it's like the Seinfeld episode. It's like the Seinfeld episode
what's that one?
Where George tries to pretend like he's in the secret club, but he doesn't know the secret handshake. Anyway, keep going.
I don't know that one. That's funny.
Keep going. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. So we have variation. We have variation in how letters were pronounced. Also we have letters that have more than one sound. Like you have the shin, the letter shin. If you've done Hebrew, they have to put a dot on one side or the other, so you know which way to pronounce it. We have, and the use of Vav is quite varied. It can have a holum and be an O sound. It can have an U sound. It can have a dagesh and be doubled. So there's all manner of variations in the preserved, Masoretic tradition. Another resource is we look at mostly in names, like you can look at Hebrew names, and then you look at how they were transliterated into Greek and what Greek letters were used. So I'm okay with the vav saying va in certain circumstances, but also as a wa.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Tell us your thoughts on this subject by leaving a comment in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and enable those notifications. And we'll see you in the next video.